What's up and good morning. I've been out here. I was shooting a couple of videos about just random stuff, which I ended the video yesterday with me talking about I'm going to show you guys the po' boys. Well, I didn't. Sorry. After we got back from karate practice and I went to the grocery store, we pretty much were tapped out. We ate. We enjoyed a nice Disney movie, and then we went to sleep. Well, everybody else did. I stayed there for a little bit. And I went to bed. I'm like behind from trying to film that mess and do all that, which I don't know. I just didn't like it. It's too long. So let me get the goats to hay, and we'll talk about what we're gonna get into. Once again, I do apologize for not filming us. I'm not really used to filming us, like doing stuff, which I need to get more used to it. Just us hanging out, or us, assembling those sandwiches and talking about it, and stuff like that you see typically on YouTube. But yeah, we got in. She was freezing cold from being out there. It got dark on her. So sorry, I'm looking for something. She called it quits. Got about a pallet and the fourth done. Feed the goats grain too. But got the doctor. And then what else did I do? Oh yeah, we come back here. Well, run over to Home Depot, Menards. I got multiple projects I can do. Now, one of the projects is, dang, somebody put this chain on like stupid tight. Okay, all right, got the chain off. Gave the big goats, well, the majority of the goats, their green. That's the bowl of somebody. I gotta fill it up. Just a little heated dog bowl, but give him some green. There you go, buddy. All right, and he's by himself because I don't even know about goats, but that's the male goat. Still has bits and pieces. And yeah, if he's popping out babies like crazy, we didn't put him up. So yeah. Well, we're almost there, I swear. Got the dog's water filled up. Dumped in some of that water to the crazy stinky goat. Getting the coffee refill. I like to finish coffee in the morning because, like, I'll drink coffee all day since I've been at home. Like, if I'm at home, I'll just drink coffee all day. Because typically, if I don't have to leave the house, I don't leave the house. Like, it has to be like really, I have to really do something. I hate leaving the house. What's doing? Anyway, so today, I am going to be reorganizing this room as much as I can, cleaning it out wise, and getting this room, which is currently a horrible mess. Let me show the floor. This is the worst part of it. Nothing goes up. So I got bikes in here, a couple bikes, fan. There's actually another barn fan that goes in here because we're not using it right now. Which I was thinking about using as a draft fan. Like turn it the other way in the doorway and blow. Well, my understanding is it's like they say when you blow cool air out, it draws cool air in, or it's easier to heat cool air. I don't know, something along those lines. Anyway, so got my gun safe, all my gun stuff in here. I got these pillows don't belong in here. I got a brand new stand that I got, I think last Christmas. Not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before that. I'm not even, yeah, I think so. And I didn't go hunting this year. I am covered in straw. Well, hey, and got my waders up there. Just stuff hanging down, cords and wires from these extra lamps and lights and stuff in here. I am trying to do all of this on a budget. It's a concrete floor somewhere down there, and I need to get all this stuff organized. I have tables in here from yard sales, old lights from work that they gave me, you know, a little bit of everything. We got beekeeping stuff in here. Yeah, it's a mess in here. Got toys in here, stuff. So in this area, I want to clean up this area. This is my canning. It was kombucha bottles and stuff like that. I want to get a lot of that stuff out of the house, if it is in the house, and bring it out and put it on this rack for different canning stuff. That's just sitting on the floor in the house. I want to get that organized. I want to get my ammunition on. So I got a shelf right here. This is a shelf that's facing the opposite way. I want to get that full of ammo, or, you know, at least organize my ammo. I want to get this. This is for growing plants in the springtime. That's why all of them have lights on there. That needs to be moved. I got a box over here. As you can see, that box is actually a brooder for chickens. I want to get that out of the way, get that organized. And then I do have some lights that I was going to sell on Facebook Marketplace. They're the old, I forget what you call them, but they're basically like these with the tubes, but they're higher power. I used to use those for growing, and I stopped and I just put them off to the side. I think there is a mirror for the top of a dresser we don't use or even have anymore. That can go. I don't know if I can lift that because I'm on lifting restrictions. There's a swing in here for a small child that my son is too big for now. That's not going to get thrown away because those are expensive. I might just sell it on Facebook, or might just hang it up for when my nephew comes over. I have a power washer in here, kind of just thrown together. I have an air conditioning unit that needs to, there's no point to like install it right now, but it, you know, at some point I will have to install an air conditioning unit because it does get incredibly hot in this room. As you can tell, this back wall is, I'll show you the opposite side of the wall, but this wall is not insulated. So in turn, when this room is in fact like gets heated up, it quickly dissipates, most likely through this, which is not insulated as well. Can I purchase all the insulation for this? Not right now. I can, but I'm not. It's not in the budget. The budget is very, very small for this, and I'm already I was already looking at shelves online at Home Depot and other websites, and they're very expensive. So I went to Facebook Marketplace. I found a guy who has multiple shelves similar to this one, which I have several of these. I love them. They don't crack, they don't break, and they hold a lot of weight. He has two more, which I'm in search of one for this room, and then another one for our office, because I put one in there, and it's been a game changer, just getting everything off the floor, getting the extra, like, if you have a lot of, you know, if you go shop at Costco or Sam's Club, big box store, you already know. You have those boxes laying around a lot of times because it's bulk items. It's pretty much how everybody has to buy things. Well, anyway, that one is in the office. One similar to that is in the office. So that picked up a lot of clutter, potato chips, cereal, yada, yada, yada. So he has these for 35 bucks. I think the lowest I've paid was like 50 to 60 bucks for one of these. So if I can get two for 70 bucks, or even do them down and get two for 60, I think that's a win. Because I'm gonna use one in here and then another one in the office once we start tackling that. Okay. So as you can tell, it is a boatload of stuff. Just way too much stuff. There's so much going on in here. But this will easily take 2 days or more. But we're gonna, you know, once I get my little one, we get back from the doctor, we're gonna try to get all this organized. He loves to help, and he's a big help. So let's just start over here. This is a mixture of gun stuff and bottles and gun range stuff and butcher stuff and range bag, hunting stands, duck waders, pillows, cinder blocks like I mentioned, dog hair everywhere in here. Pitcher in here for all the waters. That was for growing all our seeds. It just ended up on the floor. This right here with the TV on is where I'm keeping all the bee stuff, which all this is movable. The TV is hooked up, but I mean, I don't know. I think I had an anticipation of me being in here more, but I'm never in here. Bicycles, which take up quite a bit of space, which I'm not really sure where I could tuck these bikes and keep them safe. I don't want to put them outside just to rust away, because I know how that is with, in general, just putting it out in this cold. You know, I don't want her bike to mess up. It's a brand new bike. So once we get all this stuff cleaned up in the corner, that heavier stuff I was talking about a minute ago, I'm going to try to get this bike either on top of there or at least tucked over there, so it's accessible, semi-accessible, because we're in the wintertime, but also somewhat neat, because it's no reason to have this room this junky. And we have a deep freezer here, games and toy cars he still plays with. He's 6 years old, so like bulk stuff like this, it's either gonna go, it's gonna go in the garbage, or it's gonna go to Facebook Marketplace, because it needs to go. But this, taking this out will give me more room. Now, before I get into writing down what I'm gonna need and doing all that stuff, right here I wanted to put a either here or over there. I want to put a tackle workbench area. That way I have all my fishing gear ready to rock, ready to roll. Okay. So as you can tell, it is a boatload of stuff. Just way too much stuff. There's so much going on in here. But it's just will easily take 2 days or more. But we're gonna, you know, once I get my little one, we get back from the doctor, we're gonna try to get all this organized. He loves to help, and he's a big help. So let's just start over here. This is a mixture of gun stuff and bottles and gun range stuff and butcher stuff and range bag, hunting stands, duck waders, pillows, cinder blocks like I mentioned, dog hair everywhere in here. Pitcher in here for all the waters. That was for growing all our seeds. It just ended up on the floor. This right here with the TV on is where I'm keeping all the bee stuff, which all this is movable. The TV is hooked up, but I mean, I don't know. I think I had an anticipation of me being in here more, but I'm never in here. Bicycles, which take up quite a bit of space, which I'm not really sure where I could tuck these bikes and keep them safe. I don't want to put them outside just to rust away, because I know how that is with, in general, just putting it out in this cold. You know, I don't want her bike to mess up. It's a brand new bike. So once we get all this stuff cleaned up in the corner, that heavier stuff I was talking about a minute ago, I'm going to try to get this bike either on top of there or at least tucked over there, so it's accessible. So some of these I do want to in fact keep, because these are newer. This one, the one over there, is newer. I think that one is newer, but the ones on the floor aren't new. So they need to go to the dumpster. And there's a mirror back there for a dresser we don't even own, or no one's going to use ever. So that needs to go to the dump too. What else? Yeah, they're gonna stay in here, but I'm just gonna have to move them around, just like everything else in this room, just to try to open up the floor. And over here, when I move this rack and get this, because this will still be where we do plants. That rack is set up to grow plants, so that needs to be moved. Once I get the racks from this guy, if I do in fact get them from him, I can put the rack somewhere. I'm thinking like over here. Put this rack somewhere over here or in the corner. Ugh, that medicine's horrible. Yeah, have my rack where I can store like legitimate stuff that needs to be stored on that rack. All my hunting stuff, miscellaneous fishing stuff, heavier stuff, etc., etc. But I want to put a nice or a decently made gun table right here. I want to have just a small workbench, which I was considering buying one from Harbor Freight for like $100 something. But if I can make one with the plywood that's on this wall, then I'd much rather do that. If I cut that up in like 3 to 4 pieces, that'd be perfect. So anyway, but I want to put a gun workbench right here where I can clean my guns and I can organize my guns, or organize things and have parts. If I want to change parts out, have bins, storage for that purpose alone. Or if I'm working on lights for hunting, or if I'm working on whatever for hunting and shooting purposes, right here. On this side, either here or here for fishing. Period. Like, I don't want it blocked in. I don't want garbage in the way. None of that. I want it to be an open, nice space where a nice workbench where I know where things are. I know where they go. If someone has something for me, my wife buys me something fishing gear wise, or I do. All right, I'm finally back after a long drive, driving around, going to get him, going to the doctor's. He actually threw up, so we had to pull over, threw up. Asked him, was he okay? He said he was fine after he threw up, so we went to the store. I was selling pretty much the same exact one on Facebook, and he wanted $35 for it, and he was trying to meet up like across town where I was up north, and Jesse had already threw up. And at that point, it was like just not even worth it. So, all right, so my son helped me with the freezer, got that out of here, been sweeping, getting this cleaned up, finished dinner. Got everybody eating. I just came out here to continue cleaning. Oh my God, I forgot this burst like long time ago. It's so dangerous. Yeah, we were filling this full of water and then it ended up falling and breaking. It's definitely not safe. But yeah, so got all this taken care of. I'm gonna have my son, well, I'm gonna sweep some more. I might keep this. It sounds stupid, but these things, like you can put vegetables on it to dry, stuff like that. But it needs to be cleaned. So I'm gonna put this in over here. Just kind of moving stuff around at this point. Clean up this area, throw this stuff away, keep whatever needs to be kept. And then throw the rest away. I don't know what's in this box. Hopefully it's not a snake. I'm not even sure what's in the bottom of there. So I'm gonna call it garbage. I don't even know if I have that thing. Alright. Garbage pile. Except for the fan, that's not garbage. But yeah, so got that done. Just took out some of the stuff out of here. Put all this dog here. I'm probably going to sweep or vacuum. And then this shelf. Thinking about where to put this one over here, but it's really close to the plug. So when it comes to watering, I don't want to spray anything on it and get it all wet. I kind of want to put my workbench right here. That's a dead frog. It's fucking creepy. But I might want to put my workbench right here. That way it's kind of out of the way when you walk in. And then that stuff is going to go to the garbage. The garbage can's full. We missed garbage day. So this needs to be over here. This needs its own place. And then this needs its own place. Alright, so as I work on this, I'll get back to you guys and let you know the progress. Okay, so I got all that freezer taken out. My son helped me get that. Get some cinder blocks out of here, some wood. This is the wood that was sitting under there. It's good wood, 2x4s. I bought 6 2x4s, so I might not even need them. But this board is good. so I can use that to make the shelves, the workbench for the guns and all that. I didn't figure anything for the lights. I have a spare light I'm gonna try to put up. I gotta remove braces, little things here and there. Tomorrow I'm gonna remove the fishing rod holders. Both of those, I'm gonna put them outside by the wood burner like I talked about. But I got this moved, the floor cleaned up of most of all the dog hair and mouse poop and a little bit of everything. But threw away the mirror. My son had to get that out of here. So hopefully tomorrow I can start building my bench. I might mop the floor with some good cleaner first and scrub it a little bit, and then let it dry, and then start building my workbenches. Because I want to plan them out, get a couple ideas before I start doing anything. But so far, so good. I think it's looking really good. Like I said, I ran through with the vacuum. Like, I got to get in the corners. That goes to the other room with the main part of the garage. But like I was talking about, I wanted maybe a more open area. I'm going to see if I can frame out these 2x4s, since I got a lot of 2x4s. Frame it out and have like a window. That way heat and stuff can come in this room from the wood burner. But I'll see if I can, if I need to do anything special. I don't think I do, but I don't know. I'll have to double check, because I know those probably are definitely holding up quite a bit of weight, and I just don't want to cut them. So I'll see what I should do about that. Might have to call my father-in-law to make sure. But yeah, got the tables pretty much semi where they'll be, because I want to leave this space open for anything I might need over there, or just getting the stuff over there. I do have another barn fan, just like that can go over here with this barn fan. And I want to have a little shelf too for the kids' stuff, just miscellaneous stuff that I can go ahead and get it out of there, or get it off that shelf and put it on a new shelf. So I'm going to wrap this one up, and then I will finish up, or I'll start up the next video tomorrow. Pretty much building, cleaning, and getting this done. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully this room can eventually be some sort of man cave / fishing, tackle, gun, hunting area that I'm looking for. All right, see you guys later.